Oh my. Oh my. I might not be able to post the whole video after doing that, but I don't. Alright. I'm live, I'm here. I might temporarily go live and then do another stream. Nobody said that Angel Reese was not a terrible basketball player. Like, it is what it is. I'm coming in hot, man. I'm coming in so freaking hot, bro. Listen, the title of this stream, real quick, I might do this stream, then cut it, and then come back again. Depending on how many people come in. Alright. I want to explain a few things. Okay? I'm gonna do like a proper intro or what have you. I want to go somewhere where it's not too loud, but at the same time, I have to be in this setting so people can understand what I'm saying and why am I saying it. Okay? 500 VC. Really? Really? Fine. 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 Good. Wrong. Correct. 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 Wrong. Correct. Correct. Wrong. Correct. I really picked up. I picked the Kings. I thought I picked the Hawks. Alright. 900 VC, not bad. Okay. There's 3 games in the NBA today. So, blah. Let's talk about Friday. Heat, Knicks. Is Jalen Bronson hurt? Magic. The Nets ain't doing nothing. I'm going to pick the Pistons because the Pistons are like, you're trending like they're the Thunder this year. And it just looks good for them. I want to take the Lakers because the Lakers are less banked up than the Pelicans. Trailblazers, Rockets. This should be a really good game. I like the Trailblazers are trending in the right direction, right? The Rockets are ready to win now. Kings, Timberwolves. Kings burnt me last night. Timberwolves. Hornets, Bucks. Didn't the Hornets blow the Bucks out like the other day? Good grief, Bucks. Giannis is going. Giannis is going to respond. Mavericks, Clippers. The Mavericks is just kind of terrible right now. And then Warriors, Spurs. I think they're running it back again, right? Let's go with Wemby and those boys, man. Let's go with Wemby. All right, those are my picks. Those are my picks for Friday. Okay. All right, great. But hopefully my background will be a little bit more, at least a little bit more quiet. So I want to show you guys, or just kind of explain to you guys, alright, why GTA 6 might get delayed again. Okay, so listen. One of the selling points about GTA 6, I want to go somewhere where it's not loud, like with all these little motorbikes and stuff, because I want people to listen to what I'm saying. Okay. One of the things about GTA 6, alright, that sets it apart from most of the games that you see in the market, right? On the market, right? Why it's so anticipated? It's because it's an open world. You see 2K right now? You see that big building in the background? I can't go over there and play basketball, right? The event center is real big, but this space that we're in right now is limited. Okay, this is a small map. You don't know what the hell is over there in the gray parts, what have you. There's little square buildings right here, where I don't know if this was the intentional, like the initial model of what the city was supposed to be. Like there's buildings everywhere, right? So maybe this was the idea of they were going to do something here, or maybe the rec building was going to be down there. Like you understand? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, so 2K, they've taken like this big space. This space could be really, really big, by the way. And in 22, it was really, really big. They could take this really, really big space and expand it. They're not doing it right now. Okay, they haven't done it for the last couple of years, and they've downsized. You'd be like, why have they done that, WC? Why have they done that? The reason why they've done that is because the rendering process with these consoles is not where it needs to be. This is more so of, I would say it's a Microsoft and it's a Sony problem. You'd be like, okay, so the reason why the game got delayed is because the game is not capable of doing, or the consoles are not capable of doing what the game is asking it to do. Right? Right and wrong. All right? Right and wrong. See, there's a miscommunication between the developers of GTA 6 and Microsoft and Sony. All right, there's a miscommunication going on right now, and this is something that's happened. I would dare say multiple times. This is something that's happened multiple times over the years. All right, if there's one thing that you notice about 2K26 that has never been a thing um, through 2K's life cycle on this generation, we call it Gen 9, right? Through Gen 9, you've never seen this game without NPC players. All right, all the NPC players is in a my career mode, and my career mode is damn near halfway offline. Okay, that's the only place that you see NPCs. You don't see no NPCs in this little section right here. All right, this is all just players. Everything here is just players. And the reason why it's like that is because it helps with the smoothness of the game. All right, the rendering processes, they don't have to render too much, and it helps with, you know, load times and everything like that. If you're loading into the game, like you load it into 2K25, you have to load in the AI players, people walking across the street, people doing jump rope in the background, like all that other stuff. The background noise is what was slowing down the game. All right, the main problem that 2K and Rockstar has, right? Because Rockstar is like a sister or a brother company of whoever develops NBA 2K, right? The problem that they're having is that, like I said, what they're trying to translate through GTA 6 is too much for the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 to handle. So what they're doing, they're essentially either downsizing. I think that they're downsizing the game. So you see all these players here. You're going to probably see more players. You're probably going to see more actual players at GTA 6 walking around than you will be seeing NPCs. And if you saw the sizzle trailer for GTA 6, one of the biggest things that you've seen chicks twerking on the top of roof cars and all this other stuff, crowded ass clubs and stuff. Bro, they're going to downsize all that shit. They have to, because these consoles cannot handle all of that stuff processing in the background. This right here, what they're doing with GTA, what they're doing with NBA 2K26, taking the AI players that were walking around out of the game. It's not here, folks. What they're doing is they're basically saying, hey, in order for us to run like a GTA type style game on this generation of console and for it to play like it's Gen 9, they have to downsize and take some of those NPC players out of there. It's either they have to downsize the NPC players and take it out of there, or they have to increase the amount of space that they're going to be taking up on these consoles. So it'll probably take maybe 20 to 30% more, right? And they have to get that either approved by Microsoft, right? Approved by Microsoft and Sony, and it probably won't. This is probably like I said, there's a few things that could be going on here, but I'm pretty sure that it's this. It's one of these things where Rockstar was developing the game, and they said, look, for us to get all of these NPCs into the game, we need this amount of RAM or this amount of gigabytes, all right, that from each console. So the size of these games has changed, and for this stuff to be approved, Microsoft and Sony have to go over the download or the changes that's in the game. So they have to basically see if it's compatible with whatever they're trying to put out. You'd be like, so they can't figure that out in a few weeks? Nah, it's something that has to be stress tested, because if it's not, if let's say they just on a whim they say, okay, 20% more gigabyte. You had to download. Everybody has to download onto the console. Whatever that download could be, it could corrupt the whole system. It could brick the system. It could break the system. It could freeze the system. All right. Or what it could do is that it could come in pixelated to the point where the console can't translate what's going on the screen. I remember playing Warzone, Warzone 2 or 3, on the Xbox Series S, and then the game just not render. Like whatever was in the background, it just wouldn't render. You couldn't see what the hell was going on because what Warzone was asking the console to do, it couldn't do it. You understand what I'm trying to say? It couldn't render it in time, and it couldn't translate in time. And you might have a situation in which there might be serious or serious of errors that come out upon release. You understand what I'm trying to say? So instead of dealing with those issues, the running time issues, they decided to push the game back until next year, like damn near a few weeks from now. Like next year, next Thanksgiving. So a whole year from now, they're pushed it back. Now I think, listen, I think that what's going to happen is that they're going to delay it again. I think it's going to come out in March 2027. That's what I think. The reason why I think that is because the devs have to go back over everything. So they have to upscale all of these things. They have to re-optimize everything in order for it to run a certain way. All right. So one or two things probably happen. Is either Rockstar said, look, in order for it to play this way, we need 20% more gigabytes, and it needed to be approved, and it couldn't get done. The review probably couldn't get done in quick enough time for them to release at the release date that they had before, which was in March. All right, coming up this March, right? Or it could be one of these things where Rockstar says, okay, we're just going to downsize a little bit, so they're downsizing and re-optimizing. All right. But I think that either way, I think that GTA is probably going to get delayed again. I think that it might be one of these things where a year is probably not enough for them to go over what they've been working over for 8 years. You have to think about it, it's like damn near a decade plus of content put into this game. Like it's like a decade plus of optimization that they have to go back over. So I think it's going to get delayed again. I really do. And NBA 2K26 is like a pilot for, like, it's not a Rockstar game, but it's like it's a sister or brother company of the organization. So you can draw conclusions and say, yo, there's no NPCs in here, bro. Look around. There's no NPCs here. And part of what makes GTA is NPCs, bro. And if the NPCs and stuff is in the game and they're not functioning right, or the game has to be optimized or upscaled to a specific gigabyte level, that could take months, bro. That could take months. For sure, it's a year. For sure, it's a year. For a game as big as GTA, I would suggest that it's probably a year and a half. It might come out summer. It might come out July 2027. That's how much data is in that game that has to be re-optimized and re-rendered in order for people to just kind of play the game at a smoothness. Even when you're walking around in 2K, you see how I just walked around, like how I just turned the camera and it hitched. There's nothing but real players here, and it's hitching. You guys see that? There's nothing but real players here. There's no NPCs here. So imagine if you put NPCs or just as many NPCs in this game, walking around doing stuff in the background, like you had maybe in 2K23, 22, 23, 22. Like, just imagine that, all right? And even those games didn't have crazy amounts of NPCs. When you got into some of these parks, right, and on NBA 2K like 22, 23, and those games like that, like when you got to these parks, there would be 25 people in the whole park. There'd be 50 people in the whole park. Here, look, I just click on this guy's random name, right? There's got to be at least 100 names here. There's at least 100 names here just in this server. This is just one server, folks. Look at this. Don't worry about my crew now. Alright? Like, just look at all of these names here. Who's online? Who's here? This is just one server. Okay? All those people in one server. Let's imagine there being that many people on one server, and then there being like at least 500 NPCs walking around too. All that rendering that they had to do, all that processing that they would have to do. The Xbox Series X can't handle that. Neither can the PS5. We don't have a piece of tech that can handle what GTA 6 is trying to do. Alright, so Rockstar is either downscaling the game and then re-optimizing, or they're asking for permission from Microsoft and Sony to have more more data, gigabytes downloaded by the people that's playing the game so they can play the game at the optimal level. So it's either you're going to see less NPCs or you're going to get more of your Xbox disk space taken up. Xbox, PlayStation disk space taken up so it can render out whatever in the hell is going on in GTA 6. Did I explain that properly so people can understand? Like, this shit's not speculation. It's real. And for a game as big as GTA 6, something that they've been working on for a decade plus, I would expect for them to either get the permission from Microsoft and then just smooth it out over the next year, because they have to go over everything. Everything has to be smoothed out. That's the reason why they're not going to be able to get that done in a few months. That's the reason why they pushed it back. So they're trying to make sure that they don't miss anything. I'm thinking that it's going to get delayed again. Honestly, I don't think that it being delayed is a bad thing. I don't think that it being delayed is a bad thing for all y'all folks out there, for real. I think that it being delayed gives them a chance to give you guys the experience that you really, really want, which is a ton of missions, smoothness, and fluidity. That's what you want. That's what we all want, right? I want 2K to be smooth and fluid, and it's not. It's definitely not. But I just wanted to get on stream. I'm not going to play any games right now. I just wanted to get on stream and rap to y'all about it, because I think that there's a little bit of confusion. Not everything that you read on Reddit is true. But there's some people on there trolling. There's some people that don't know what the hell they're talking about. Like, this stuff should be easy for people to understand that there's an additional piece of, is either they're going to downsize it. They're going to take some of the NPCs out that y'all saw in those sizzle trailers. All right, so it won't be so much memory that's taken up. Or what they're going to do is that they're going to ask Microsoft and Sony to increase the RAM, and then what they're going to do, increase the RAM. They're going to increase the memory or the gigabytes that they're going to ask you guys to download. So let's say that GTA 6 takes up maybe 25% of your disk drive. Now it probably might take 35% or 37%. Are you guys cool with that? If GTA 6 is 37% on your Xbox Series S or X, on the S, it'd probably be the only damn thing on there. It might take up the whole damn thing. You might not even be able to download like the campaign or nothing like that. You might have to just pick one mode and download it on the X. Like, that's how bad it is. That's how bad the memory's on there. But nevertheless, man, that's basically what it is, man. I just wanted to rap to y'all about that real quick, because I just use 2K as a working example of what I'm trying to say. I think that people will understand. Wow. I think that people will understand what I'm trying to say and why I'm saying it. But I'm about to back in a few minutes. So you guys stay easy, man. Stay vigilant. Black Ops 7 is coming out tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna be on that, bro. For real. Yeah, I'm recording this a day before Black Ops 7 comes out, so I'll take that for what it's worth. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. If this video was informational, if I was right on target, if it gets delayed again, y'all come back and y'all like the video, man. I'm gonna pause for a few seconds because this is what the editor has to. This is where they have to end the video. Do you understand? All right, I'm pretty sure you do. Yeah, I ain't come on here to play no damn games. I didn't come on here to play any games, man. For real. Just whoever's editing this, like I paused, so clearly that's the end. But the beginning of the video, like just don't begin it with any of my daily picks or me getting 500 VC. Ain't that a damn shame? I have 500 VC. I should play like a quick 1v1 game. What y'all think? I got a tad bit of time. I got just enough time to play a 1v1 game. A quick one. Then I got back. I might end stream and then come back right around maybe 7 or something. It's Thursday night games tonight. Who's playing again? New England and somebody. Who's playing tonight? New England. Is it the Browns? The Browns are playing tonight? Can't be the Browns. I know New England's playing. I don't know who they're playing against. I can't remember. That took forever. Lord have mercy. Man said, "You sure you're not getting on Black Ops 7?" Yeah, 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 yeah. I got in stream, but I'll be back.